The Galactic Council had seen many species rise and fall across the cosmos, but none had puzzled them quite like humanity. For 3 solar cycles, Earth's representatives had sat in silence during every session, their dark eyes observing, their lips sealed. The other species whispered among themselves. Some called humans primitive, others labeled them cowards. Ambassador Zeth Kar of the Dominion sneered as he addressed the assembly. The silent ones contribute nothing to our discourse. Perhaps it is time to revoke Earth's membership. The human delegation, led by Dr. Sarah Chen, remained motionless. They had not spoken a single word since joining the council, despite possessing translation technology and understanding every language spoken. The galaxy's greatest minds debated their purpose, their intelligence, their very worth as a species. What the council didn't know was that humanity was listening, really listening. While other species argued over territory, resources, and ancient grudges, humans absorbed every word, cataloged every gesture, mapped every alliance and rivalry. They were not silent out of fear or ignorance. They were silent by design. The crisis began when the Void Harbingers emerged from dark space, an ancient mechanical race that had consumed entire star systems before vanishing into legend. Their black ships materialized at the galaxy's edge, and their message was simple: surrender or be harvested. Panic erupted in the council chambers. The mighty Dominion fleet, boasting 1,000 years of conquest, crumbled within hours. The telepathic Viridians, who had never known defeat, found their minds invaded and their will broken. One by one, the galaxy's proud civilizations fell silent, but this time it was the silence of extinction. The Council's emergency session was chaos incarnate. Species that had never agreed on anything suddenly pointed accusatory appendages at each other. Ancient alliances shattered as desperation took hold. The chamber echoed with screams, threats, and the bitter taste of impending doom. Then Dr. Chen stood up. The simple action cut through the pandemonium like a blade. Every eye, optical sensor, and consciousness in the chamber turned toward the human delegation. For the first time in 3 years, humanity was about to speak. But Chen said nothing. Instead, she activated her tablet and projected a holographic display that filled the chamber. It wasn't a battle plan or a weapon schematic. It was a map, not of space, but of relationships. Every conversation, every alliance, every betrayal the Council had witnessed over the past 3 years was laid bare in intricate detail. The humans had been listening, yes, but more than that, they had been understanding. The display showed not just what each species had said, but what they had meant. Hidden agendas were exposed, secret pacts revealed, and the true nature of galactic politics was illuminated in stunning clarity. Still without speaking, Chen manipulated the display to show something else: patterns. The Void Harbinger's attacks weren't random. They were targeting specific weaknesses, exploiting the very divisions and mistrust that had paralyzed the Council. Every argument, every broken alliance, every moment of discord had been observed and weaponized against them. The chamber fell silent, truly silent, as the revelation sank in. The humans had seen what none of them could, that their greatest enemy wasn't the Void Harbingers, it was themselves. Chen finally spoke, her voice carrying across the vast chamber with quiet authority. We listened because words divide, but understanding unites. The Harbingers are not just harvesting worlds, they're harvesting our divisions. They learned from you the same way we did, but they used that knowledge as a weapon. We chose to use it as a foundation. Her next words would echo through galactic history. Earth offers not our words, but our silence. In that silence, we have found your strengths, your fears, your hopes. We know who you truly are beneath the politics and posturing. And in knowing you, we have learned how to save you. The humans' plan was elegant in its simplicity. They had identified every species' unique capabilities and forged a strategy that relied not on military might but on genuine cooperation. The telepathic Viridians would coordinate communications across impossible distances. The Dominion's strategic prowess would guide fleet movements. The crystalline architects would construct impossible fortifications. Each species would contribute what they did best, finally working as one organism. When the galaxy's combined forces met the Void Harbingers at the nexus of stars, they fought not as separate entities, but as a single, unified civilization. The mechanical invaders, programmed to exploit division and discord, found themselves facing something they couldn't comprehend: absolute unity born from true understanding. The victory wasn't won through superior firepower or advanced technology. It was achieved through something the universe had rarely seen: perfect cooperation among diverse species who had finally learned to listen to each other the way humanity had listened to them. As the last Harbinger ship retreated into dark space, Ambassador Zethkar approached Dr. Chen with something approaching reverence. "Your silence," he said slowly, "spoke louder than all our words combined." Chen smiled, the first expression of emotion she had shown in the council chambers. "Sometimes," she replied, "the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. But the most important thing you can do is listen with the intent to understand, not to reply." That day, the galaxy learned that humanity's greatest strength wasn't their technology, their numbers, or their fighting spirit. It was their ability to truly hear what others were saying, and more importantly, what they weren't saying. In choosing silence, Earth had found its voice, and in listening, humanity had finally taught the galaxy how to speak as one.